Preparing yourself for this bear market. If you know me, then you're aware that the way I see the next year, 2022, is mostly pain in the market, right? Because of all these crazy things been going on, Fed raising interest rates, tapering the balance sheet, all them stuff they say that they're about to do, that can have a crazy impact on the market. For the last week and a half, I've been selling some of my assets. Let's just put it like that, right? Not everything, obviously. You have some super long-term stuff that you don't want to touch, but some of it, where I had to liquidate them. You know what I mean? I had to put my money out the market. Some of them I put the money aside, and some of them I had to allocate them elsewhere. You feel me? So and one of the ways of doing it, I mean, there's many ways of doing this, obviously, but also depending on where you're from, you might have certain assets strictly available to your country or your city that somebody else may not have, right? But for me, it's mostly because the way I see this new world is mostly digital, right? So going to this digital space, I'm not trying to mess with the physical, even though like I ain't gotta like the digital, but that's where we're heading. I have to put my money in the right places, to benefit from it, right? That's the way I see it. Because right now with real estate, yeah, I can put some of my money into real estate, but the profit I would make from real estate would not be a whole lot compared to some of them other things I could, put my money into, right? Because real estate is maybe, like buying a duplex, triplex, or a few properties like that, rent them out and collect that passive income each month. Yeah, it's good, everything, but let's say with this digital space, you can put your money somewhere and it's gonna earn you 20% interest for 50% interest. Even sounds crazy if you're not aware of what's going on, but those type of gains can be made, right? That's the way I see it. But I also have some physical things, like commodities. I have some stakes in gold and silver. Not too much of gold, not because I diss gold. I mess with gold, but I just believe that silver is super undervalued right now. So I put my money in silver too, not the stocks, like physical silver. Ever since I started educating myself, I just wanted to put my hands in, different sectors, not everything at once, but just have a certain position there, over here, over there, just a little bit. And when it comes to this bear market and having this inflation going on, you can have certain assets that are inflation proof assets, right? And if you look at history, a lot of times when we have things like inflations, certain commodities, a lot of times they do better, right? They do great, super great during those times. So that's why I put my money in stocks, in gold and silver. Not so much for the super long term because they will never give me, well, at least from the way I see it, gold and silver will never give me the same amount of profit I get from cryptos. You feel me? I don't see that happening anytime soon. But if I believe we are going down for a certain period of time, I can put my money in things like gold and silver. So when the prices of those commodities rise, I can take a little bit off the table, put back in the market like stocks and cryptos. You feel me? I can even liquidate everything because, like I said before, my mindset, commodities like gold and silver will never give me that type of profit I get from crypto. So I don't care even if I sell. For example, if I don't know the exact price of silver right now, but let's just say silver is at $20, right now. If I buy $10,000 worth of silver right now, from the money I made from some of the profits I made from stocks and cryptos. Let's just say I buy $10,000 worth of silver and the market crashes, so cryptos and stocks, they all go down. And silver goes from $20 to $50. and I sell everything to buy the bottom of the cryptos and the stocks that I see doing great in this new world. Even if I sell all of my positions in silver to buy the bottom of the cryptos and the stocks, I don't care if silver reaches $100, $300, because I wasn't in it for the long term anyways. And I would rather sell at $50 and miss the second leg of the bull run, the third leg of the bull run, even if it happens, than being the type of guy who just like holds the asset to $50 and never sells anything, and the price goes down. And it's like, oh yeah, I remember when silver was at $50, but you never took any profit. You feel me? Like I would rather sell at $50 and miss, the rest of the bull market. I'm just giving an example. I'm not saying it's going to happen exactly the way I'm describing it, but I have to learn this the hard way, because back in the days, I used to hold certain assets. Let's say I buy something at $1 and it goes to $15. And I was like, oh yeah, we keep going high, because I see other assets doing the same thing. It goes from like a dollar to like $50, I don't know, $20. And oh yeah, it's going to do the same thing. And it goes from $15 to $10. Like, oh, just a temporary pullback. It's going to go back up again. And it goes from $10 to $5 and it crashes completely. You feel me? So I'm not saying it's going to happen to silver. I'm just giving it an example. So I would rather buy something at a low price. The asset goes up, I take some off the table to buy the bottom of the project that I believe in for the long term. And, maybe if I sell everything, it doesn't matter to me, because like I said, there's no way in hell silver and gold gonna give me the same return on investments like cryptos and stock will. I just don't believe that. If it happens, it's super great, man. I just don't see it happening anytime soon, right? So, you can have project like physical real estate do very great, during times of inflations. But with this new age, you also have digital real estates. And that's the thing about it. You ain't gotta like it to benefit from it, right? It's like, I don't have to like Elon Musk. I don't have to like Tesla, but not saying that I don't like them, just giving an example once again, right? I don't have to like Tesla, but I do know that Tesla will benefit in this new world. Electric cars gonna be the future. So I don't have to like the company, but I know that they will do great. So I can put my money in it and benefit from it regardless. I don't have to like them. That's the misconceptions, that I've heard many times, where people is like, oh, don't put your money in a project that you don't believe in. Don't put your money in a project that you don't like. It's like, nah. I don't have to like the project. I just need to know where it's heading and if it's going to make it in this fourth industrial revolution, and I put my money in it. I don't mess with NFTs. I don't appreciate NFTs, because for me, well, not appreciate, like I respect it, but I like physical art more than digital art, right? Obviously, there's some more amazing things you can do with the digital space. I'm not denying that. I'm not saying it's completely ass. No, like it's great. Like it's amazing. It's mind blowing. I'm not denying that, but I prefer physical real estate. I prefer physical shoes, physical, outfits, whatever, more than the digital one. But I do know the digital one gonna be the new waves. You know what I mean? That's gonna be the new thing. So I put my money in it. So I don't have to like it. I just know that it's going to make it in this new world. So I don't have to like something to benefit from it, right? And that's just the way it is. And you have you have many ways of doing this. Like I said before, with Federal Reserve, the Fed raising interest rates and tapering the balance sheet. Just believe that it's gonna have a crazy impact on the market. That's why I'm on the defensive side. I'm starting to put some of my money out. You have this amazing week in crypto. Not super great, but it was still bullish from last week. Let's say, I guess Wednesday or Thursday until Monday this morning. The market was green because the stock market closed during the holidays, and all the liquidity came to crypto. So the prices, everything went up. For the most part, everything went up. So I took advantage of it and took some profit. it was a blessed week. Let's just put it like that. So I took some money out, and I believe for now I'm good. If somehow we have another green week, then for sure, I'll take another, some more profits too. But at the end of the month, we have CME, and you have all these Ethereum, Bitcoin futures expiring. So usually we have a market dip. So I have to take my money before it happens. That's why I took a lot of profit. Now we're gonna see if we have another somehow amazing week, a few of the next following days before the crash, and I can see the prices go super high. I take some more profit. I would put them in gold, silver, maybe digital real estates, some NFTs. I got a lot of NFTs. I don't even want to buy no more. I'm gonna wait until the price is. If it goes down, I'm gonna buy. If it doesn't, it is what it is. I got a lot. The NFTs I got, I'm pretty sure in the future they're gonna be worth a lot. But you gotta be able to weather the storm. And some people want to take some profit. Let's say with stocks, you selling some of your stocks, take a little percentage of the stocks you sell them. You put your money in the bank, like physical cash or digital cash, and you wait for the crash to happen, and you go and buy the bottom for the crypto. You're selling some of your assets, and you put that in stable coins, and then wait for the bottom and buy everything that you want. That's one way of doing it for sure. But is it the best way? It depends on how much you are willing to risk. You feel me? Because you can take that same money and reinvest in other things that would do better, during those crazy times, inflation and everything. But can you take, let's say, like a 40%, like a 30 to 40% drop in the market and be able to pay your bills and not have to worry about anything? Are you able to do that? Because you don't want to find yourself in unfortunate situations, because if the market crashes, your money is gone. Well, not gone, but you will feel the pain until in a few more years. Because like I said before, even if it drops, you have some of this new world, the fourth industrial revolution, cryptos and stocks, they will rise. That's like not even the question. It's going to happen. But the question is, when they're going to rise back up again? It can be a few months, a few years, for sure. Before 2026, we're going to definitely see some major moves in the crypto space. That's for sure. Can't even deny that. So if you buy the bottom, you'll be great. But the thing is that you got to be aware, because during those times, they like to put certain narratives out there to make people afraid of investing, right? So they're going to tell these crazy stories about cryptos. This is some devilish things, whatever. Just some crazy narratives just to take your mind off the projects, so you never buy the bottom. Meanwhile, those rich investors are, stuffing the pockets all the time, and they're going to be super wealthy. Just like right now, they're just trying to get everybody to put their hands in them cryptos and them NFTs and everything. And that's when I'm selling, because if they're telling everybody to buy it, I'm good. I'm gonna be selling. And when they're gonna be telling everybody to sell, they're gonna be telling everybody bad news. When the market is red, that's when I'm gonna be, taking my time and picking all these projects one by one, and just eating my way just to heaven. One way of describing it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot of pain in the market for sure, but those who are strong enough to weather the storm will make it, and they will be compensated for the patience. But it all depends on the research you're making, and just your vision in general. How do you see the world in 5, 10, 15, 20 years? And are you investing in the right projects? Do you have your head in that proper place to benefit from it? Are you willing to take some profits right now and allocate them in other investments? Or you just want to just take a beat down and just buy the bottom with new money, right? Or you want to just sell, hold a little bit of cash and buy the bottom with the profit you made. It all depends on your mindset, risk appetite, like I said many times. And overall, you just have many ways of benefiting from this. The question is, what are you going to do?